You might be wondering what your neighbors are reading and what they read in 2022. Well, I'm here to tell you what the most circulated items were from the library collection. As far as adult fiction goes, the number one circulated book was The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. Second was The Personal Librarian by Marie Benedict. And number 3, Dreamtown by David Baldacci. Quite a mixture of fiction there. If you like nonfiction, the top 3 titles that circulated were Waking Up White by Debbie Irving. And if you remember, we used that book in 2019 for our community conversations about race. Number 2 for nonfiction, Atomic Habits. Tiny Changes, Remarkable Results by James Clear. And number 3 in nonfiction is The History of the Town of Goffstown by Hadley. Interestingly enough, it is a very well circulating title. If you like biographies, these are interesting books in itself. The highest circulating biography this year was Taste, My Life Through Food by Stanley Tucci. Number 2, I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. And number 3, Enough Already by Valerie Bertinelli. So no historical figures there, all people in the news right now. So that was interesting for me. How about your kids that are reading juvenile chapter books? There was not a lot of range here because number 1 was a book by Jeff Kinney, who also wrote Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which also populates our top 10 list. But his number 1 title and the number 1 circulating fiction book for juvenile was Rowley Jefferson's Awesome, Friendly, Spooky Stories. Number 2, Eva Sees a Ghost by Rebecca Elliott, and that is part of the Owl Diary series, so that's very popular as well. And then number 3, Big Nate in a Class by Himself by Lincoln Pierce, who has 2 other books on the top 10 list, so a lot of popular authors there as well as titles. And for our younger kids, picture books, our top 3 picture books. The Pigeon Wants a Puppy by Mo Willems. Mo Willems, as you know, has written tons of books for kids. They're all popular. Kids just love his books. And Pigeon also drives buses. I'm just saying, if you remember that one. Number 2, Shine Like a Unicorn by Shelley Johannes. And number 3 for picture books, 20 Big Trucks in the Middle of Christmas by Mark Lee. That rounds up our most popular circulating items for 2022. If you're interested in more books on those lists, just give me an email or stop in and visit me and I'll fill you in on everything else. Thanks. See you next time.
Hello, my name is Patty Pennick and I am Head of Youth Services at the Goffstown Public Library. And today I wanted to talk to you about a special collection that we have down in the children's room called the Kids Pick Collection. This collection closely mirrors the collection we have on the second floor called Staff Picks, which you may or may not know is a collection of recommendations that the staff has read and loved and wanted to share with the public. However, the Kids Pick collection are books that kids have read downstairs, materials from the children's room, that they think other kids should read as well. So it's a collection of picture books, it could be a chapter book, it could be a graphic novel, it can even be a nonfiction. So just to give you an idea of the types of materials we have classics like Harry Potter is in one of the volumes of Harry Potter is in the Kids Pick. We have a classic by Roald Dahl called The Witches. We have a nonfiction book, which I personally also love, called, and I know it doesn't sound uplifting, but An American Plague. It's a great read for those looking for a good nonfiction read, as well as a picture book called A Visitor for Bear. So stop by and check out one of the books in our Kids Pick collection, and by all means, feel free to recommend another addition to the collection. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, Liz Erickson here in Adult Services. Now, you may have heard of summer reading challenges, but have you heard of winter reading challenges? We have a special one set up just for adults, running from January 1st to February 10th. Like the Summer Reading Challenge, if you happen to remember that far back, we are doing this through the Beanstack app at goffstownlibrary.beanstack.org. Now, anytime between February 10th, you can log books that you've read, and you can complete activities to earn raffle tickets to be put into a raffle for a fabulous prize, which is a gift card to Bookery in Manchester. So if you think you can crush the competition, please join the Adult Winter Reading Challenge.